I'm your host, Erica Moore, checking in from Scenester.tv. We are sitting here behind the funny with comedian Jimmy Shin and Jeremiah Bullfrog?
It's Jeremiah Watkins.
Oh, got it. So what is this event tonight that you guys are performing?
We're doing a little comedy show at the M Bar for Rebecca O'Brien, and it's a little showcasing some of the good acts in LA.
What got you interested in comedy?
Oh, I wanted to be a clown at first.
Did you go to clown college?
Yeah, clown.
Simpson style?
Simpson style. That didn't really work out because they...
You got the height.
Yeah, I got the height. Definitely. Definitely got the height, but yeah, the circus life wasn't for me. And so comedy's a little more stable.
Yeah, comedy is it's a really stable career. We can all agree on that.
Let's talk about bombing. Bombing a show, just completely stank bomb.
Right. I think every comedian worth their weight has to go through a bomb, and either you're going to push through it or you're going to give up.
Or drink through it. That'd be my approach.
Or become an addict, yes.
Okay, what was the most successful show? Like, what made it so perfect?
There's so many good shows that I can remember.
There's so many. I can't remember all of them. It happens to me so often.
On the scene with Patrick O'Sullivan, our MC and host for the night, and also we have
Gabe Abelson.
who is a writer for Letterman. Very accomplished.
Thank you. Was a writer for Letterman and Leno and Kilborn and Bill Maher and Tom Green, and anyway, a few different guys.
What got you interested in writing?
This stand-up sort of come full circle. I did this for a few years and then started writing for TV, and then sort of had the itch to go back out and do this again, so I'm doing this too.
So out of all the material that you come up with and write, what makes the cut? What percentage?
The audience determines what makes the cut, and they do that very well.
Right.
And so if a new joke works like the first time out, road testing it, you know you've got something really good, because it usually takes a few times to craft a joke to where you want it and get the response you want.
Sure. Do you believe from city to city that the humor changes?
That's a great question. I do. Absolutely. I mean, I think humor is universal, but I think my approach would change, and it's really not just city to city, but club to club. You know, if you have a really rowdy audience, you have to work much higher energy, and so you really kind of take the temperature of the room and then adjust to that.
Right. And what got you interested in writing jokes?
I don't know. I love comedy. I love making people laugh, you know?
Right.
Yeah.
It's a cure.
It is actually. It's a healer of sorts.
Have either one of you ever completely bombed out on a set? And what was that like?
I think everybody's had those nights, but it's usually at the very beginning of your career, while you're putting an act together, you go through all of that, you know.
The most epic bombing was the California Highway Patrol Christmas party. A gala event featuring cops in suits and their wives in gowns, and I didn't really have the proper material for that event, and I grew that night. I grew.
Last thing, what's the favorite thing about being a comedian? What?
Instant gratification.
Right.
I have no patience, OCD. So yeah, no, it's just it's instant fulfillment, and to try something new and then for it to work it's just there's no better feeling.
So did you just do emceeing or you do full set?
No, I usually do comedy. I actually just got the call a half hour ago to MC.
All right.
So here I am.
All right. Well, I can't wait to see what we have in store. We are going to catch these guys inside. Follow us for an insider's look.
I learned really quick, you don't mess with Armenian guy's car or his clothes. I always have nice cars and nice clothes. One time I stepped on Armenian guy's shoe. He's like, hey, bro, come on, man. He says, Gucci shoes, Z Cavaricci pants, Hugo Boss shirt. This is 80s, 90s, and today, huh? I was at a market in Malibu and I ran into Gary Busey. 4 in the afternoon. He's got his pajamas on because he's Gary Busey.
Yeah.
And I actually kind of was ready for this moment because I noticed in all his interviews, whenever they name a celebrity, he always says the same thing. He's like, oh, there's a good friend of mine. And you know he doesn't hang out with people he thinks he hangs out with, right? So I wanted to put that to the test, you know? So I started talking to him. I'm like, Gary, do you know Chris Rock? Oh, he's a good friend of mine. Angelina Jolie? Good friend of mine. Abraham Lincoln? Oh, he's a good friend of mine. I'm like, Gary, Abraham Lincoln was never alive during your lifetime. He's like, so what? Jesus is dead and he's my best friend. Touche, Gary Busey. Rebecca O'Brien's comedy show. Let's keep the blonde theme going. Coming to the stage, you see him all over town. Very funny young man. Please welcome Jeremiah Watkins.
I know your first thought whenever I walked on stage, just another lesbian comic.
It's starting to get ridiculous. People are just starting to assume that I'm a lesbian by the way that I look. Like, I was at a bar recently with my girlfriend, and these two frat guys kept coming up to us, and they're like, make out. Make out right now. Lesbians are hot. They're awesome. I'm like, dude, I'm a dude. And they're like, oh. We'll do it anyway. We can still imagine it. Lesbians! Then their heads exploded. I'm working on you guys. You know? You're not one of those slutty crowds that's just gonna give it up like right away. You know, I'm gonna have to work for it a little bit. I'm gonna have to impress you a bit. That's okay. You go to the club and you see these like ladies who like they have to be wearing Spanx or something like to get into. Some ladies say, "Hey," they have to be wearing Spanx or something to get into their clothing. Like it's so tight, it looks like it's painted on. It's just like. I'm like, no, thank you.
On HBO's Luck, please welcome Jimmy Shin.
I went to the body shop. You guys ever been there? Yeah, it was kind of a weird night there though, because they were playing the wrong song with the dancing. Yeah, this chick was up there going, I believe the children are our future. Teach them well and let them lead the way. Show them all the beauty they possess inside. Did someone say you? I've been practicing those moves for weeks, and I get an ew. Damn you. Oh, just got back from Seattle. That's where I'm from. Yeah. It's kind of a tough gig, though. It's like a mixed bag, if you will. Did I just say if you will? I hate saying that, because you white people always say that. You always put stuff at the end of sentences that don't really belong there to make yourself sound smarter and better than us. Just moved to West Hollywood. Kind of happy about that. WeHo? Anybody live in WeHo? No? They're like, no, we know WeHos. We know ho. No, all there is there, I have found, is gays and Asians. But either way, you get rear-ended. So.
I don't even do comedy. I just came here to find a girl that wants to get back at her parents. Come homeless with me. You could feng shui my box. And I could feng shui yours. Can I ask you a serious question? You ever been with an ITT tech grad before? Class of October, bitch. Like, I remember them teaching me you shouldn't do LSD because you could get flashbacks later in life. It's like, wait a minute. You mean I could do a drug once and it'll keep happening? It's not only cost effective, but I love surprises.
I was just desperate for rides, you know, to get to my audition. And this guy, he had a nice car, you know, in Hollywood. And I said, so where are you headed? And he said, to hell. And I said, well, you going straight there, or could we go to Burbank first? So this is for my big ideas or my big orgasms. Whichever comes first in the Rite Aid. And this lady comes up to me and she says, can I have your autograph? said, sure. So I take the paper and I take the pen and I look at her and I said, who am I? She says, Jennifer Coolidge. And I thought, yeah, that works.
Thanks for watching Scenester.tv.